Hey everybody, and thank you so much for joining me back into Farthest Frontier. My name is Axfield. We are playing version 0.9.7 and I'm showcasing my L-shaped designed base. Now there's a whole bunch of things that I did off screen. We did reach tier 4 within the previous episode, and there's a few things that I want to go through before we start going into all the advanced production. So what I did off screen, I rearranged a few of my structures, and then additionally I've also extended my production side. So I just brought the wall down basically right up against where the stables are. Then here at the top I'm flattening out the surface so that we can get ready to do some sand mining, and this will be the first time we'll actually have access to sand, so we can start producing glassware, and the glassware is needed for the manors to go up to the 5th level. So you can see that there's a whole bunch of manors that we've got already set up. And you can see that the population have gone up to 476 capacity that we can house. And I think if we do upgrade all of the houses, we're going to be a little bit over 500, which is roughly what I guessed that we will end up with. So I want to get the sand production going, and I want to get some glass production going, and then I also want to make some preserves. At the same time, I've sent out some explorers and we found 2 relics finally. So I definitely want to go and send my explorers to just go and collect those relics. I'll probably have to send out my soldiers as well, because I know you've got raiders that sometimes protecting those relics. So I'll probably just send out my soldiers ahead of the explorers, and then we can see, hopefully we can get something good with those relics. Now I also intended to move the temple up here to the top, but I think I'm going to keep it here because I want to maybe rather place my library over here. So here we go. So the library is going to fit in very nicely on this side. Let's just see, where's the front? Ah, there we go. Okay, so this is the front side. I'm going to look at maybe positioning it over here, I think. And I'm going to place it like this, because this will just give us added desirability. So obviously here with the smoke houses that we've got, it's taking away the desirability of the houses that we've got here. So I think I'll have to move the smoke houses in any case. But before we can build the library, we need to get paper production also going. So for the paper production, we're going to need the paper mill. It's not that expensive, so I think I'm going to go ahead and set this up. So let's say here's a good place for it, right? So I think I'm gonna do it. Yeah, let's do it like this. I'm gonna take a road that can come right around, and then we can look for a place where we can put the glass works. Okay, this is perfect. So the glass maker fits in very nicely there. So that's gonna be where our glass maker is, and then of course, very important, we're going to need a deep sand mine over here. Right, so we can in fact, we might be able to squeeze 2 in. So obviously I'm going to just start with the 1. And let's just speed up this whole process. We in a new year now, we at year 35. So I think being at year 35, having 423 population and only lost 23 people, I think that's a very good accomplishment. Now when we've got enough stone, I want to also build myself a crypt over here. We do actually have enough stone, but it does cost a lot of gold as well to build this crypt. But I want to place it right over here in the middle. Then we've got a very large capacity for graves, and I don't think we're gonna have to worry about that for a very long time. And it looks actually very cool to place it right here in the middle. But we'll hopefully get to all of that still within this episode. We've got a new trader, and we've got to look for potential trades that we can do. Now I can get a very good amount for stone, but I don't really want to sell that. So let's just maybe sell some soap. And let's see, they've got horses available, but my horses started breeding now, so I don't think I'm going to worry about purchasing additional horses. I'll just maybe look at selling the soap, and I'm going to transfer all of this gold. I'm going to transfer it across to my town storage, and I do think we'll have to move these smokehouses. Yeah, I think we're gonna just have to do that, because it's affecting these houses that can potentially house much more people if they didn't have that desirability debuff. So we're gonna just systematically move all of these ones across. I want to actually see how my meat production is doing, and then maybe we can add some more smokehouses with our production. Okay, and we'll just pull the road through like this. There we go. I'm going to maybe take this road down, and so that I can fit in another 2 smokehouses. Let's just see here. Okay, well, we don't need more smokehouses. The balance between the smoked meat and the raw meat is pretty good. I'm intending to also add some extra crop fields over here, because there's no wildlife deer that can eat our crops. So now I'm thinking I don't need fencing for that. Let's just see our workforce. We've got 52 laborers. So it's a little bit more than what's required to run our town efficiently, but now we're going to need a lot of workers for the paper mill, for the glass works, and then for this deep sand mine. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to put up the crop fields yet. We're going to just wait until we get a decent amount of extra immigrants to the town. Now I've got the capacity now to upgrade the temple, and I'm considering it very strongly. And you know what, I've got enough resources, so let's do that, because this is going to really boost our desirability. We are lacking clay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a clay mine over here, right? Now the hunter was clever enough to place a freaking trap on the clay pit. So I don't know how that's going to work. Let's see. Okay, it might not affect the trap. So let's just put it there. I want to assign some more workers to just harvest clay for us. Oh, this is a bummer. Okay, I wanted to sell the clothes, but we're not getting a good price. So I'll just go ahead and sell a whole bunch of pottery. And go for a little bit over 100. And now this is a really good relic to have. The Eye of the Hunter, which you can see increases 15% damage, bows, crossbows, and the towers. And that is excellent. So this is something that I would really look into placing in my temple. Now we are upgrading the temple, so I think, if I remember correctly, you can have up to 3 relics, so we could potentially place this one in there. But I want to first go and collect those relics that's laying around here. You know what, let's just go ahead and do this. I'm going to send my soldiers out, and I'm going to send them towards this relic over here. And then I'm going to tell my workers to start excavating, and I'm going to just assign 10 workers here. Why not? I can see we've got some salvage here as well. Okay, great. But I'm going to send my workers out, or my soldiers out, and I'm going to just let them guard the site in case we get any bandits. Hopefully we get a good relic. Now I'm going to try and do both of these relics still within this year. Now when you take down this old structure, you also get a decent amount of stone. But it's so far from our city, so I don't think I'm going to bother in taking it down. Alright, so I'll just keep my soldiers over here. We should be expecting the raiders. So after they've excavated quite a decent amount of the site, then you'll see raiders popping up. So you can see I've got this little gap over here. So what I want to do with that small gap, I want to get myself a bookbinder. Let's see, here's the bookbinder. So look how nicely that fits in there. So I'm going to place my bookbinder in there. We're going to obviously need that for the library. Yeah, so I'm thinking of taking down this road. In fact, let's just do that. And I'm gonna bring the road up to just round about here. There we go. Okay, good stuff. So now when we do build the library, we've got plenty of space for lots of other things that we can add if we want to. So I'll just place the library right over here. We're going to get a nice boost of desirability. I can potentially add some decorative items here at the back. So yeah, I think that would be a good call to just do it like that. Okay, so this trader doesn't have enough money. I suppose we can purchase something from them. Doesn't really have anything that I want. Suppose we can purchase a little bit of tallow. Purchase some more. Just so that I can sell all my stock. Come on, man. How much must I buy? There we go. Okay, good. Let's just see how it's going over here. So we are, oh my goodness, we're only at 7%, 9% now. Alright, but I've got my soldiers there, so we'll be ready for any raiders that decide to come here. So we're going to see to get a little bit of extra tax from these manor houses. We're going to need luxury food and a fourth food type, and then also books to make these manors, or the people in the manors, happy. Now, in order to get the luxury food, we need to upgrade our bakery to a pastry shop. I believe that's what it upgrades to. We need 50 bricks and 25 glassware. It's going to be a pretty long process to get all the glass now. I mean, we've got our deep sand mine. We've got it set up over here, right? Let's just see how many workers have we got available. Okay, yeah, you see we are lacking laborers now. On this side, let's maybe do 2 extra workers over here. Okay. Right. So we'll just wait until we get some extra immigrants, and then we'll assign a few more extra workers there by the glassware as well as the deep sand mine. Okay, this is going very well. Right, so I know that the raiders, they come usually when you're very close to finishing with the excavation side. They generally approach from somewhere. I don't know where they come from, but they just pop out of random places. Okay, we're 96% there, and of course right when we decide, or when we get close to finishing, and all the workers decide to leave. So when they're done here now, I'm going to just send these soldiers up here to this site, and then we're going to just maybe excavate that side as well. I think what I should do is I should maybe let them already start excavating, because I can see that we're going to get close to winter now. Gotta hurry up. Oh my goodness, can you believe this? Eye of the Hunter, this is exactly what I wanted. How freaking cool is that? Oh man. Now I'm so glad I didn't buy that relic. Alright, so let's just send these guys up. We'll come back for this salvage on a later stage. Oh, good, my goodness, we've got another relic site over here. Okay, you know what? Remove as target. Let's rather go for this one. And then I think what I'll do is I'll leave the other excavation site, I'll leave it for the next year. And we'll just keep our soldiers here, keep an eye out for any raiders. You see, I've got extra workers that's working by this clay pit as well, so that's why we a little bit low on the labor force. Let's just add one more worker here, because our clay is low. And I think I'll just go ahead and maybe add another 2 over here with the sand mine. I'm going to just see if there's some workers that I can shift across to prioritize the sand rather. But I've got a pretty balanced production with everything at this stage. I suppose I can take away a person here by the armory. Labor count is critically low. Okay. Well, I know that. Like building sites. Let's just prioritize this. Drought. Okay, we've got a drought. Oh, bummer. Okay, so we're obviously going to get a very bad yield or a worse yield. I've added myself a 3rd compost yard, so if you remember within my previous episodes. Ooh. Okay. Alright, you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna let you go back. And I'm gonna have to bring my soldiers here. And these guys, I'm gonna have to move across. I had a funny feeling the raiders were going to attack. Oh, man. Okay, well, we'll have to leave both of those excavation sites now for the next year. I just want to see how big this raiding party is. And I must also check if they've got any catapults. Okay, let's see here. 42 raiders, okay. This is a relatively small group, so the big group will definitely be this one. But my soldiers are ready.
Your orders?
I've got my light infantry, all of them have got hauberks.
At the ready.
So they're pretty well geared up. I think we should be able to take them on. Okay, these guys I'm going to send up. They're going to start attacking my miners here, I believe. So I'll just move them up towards this side. Ah, here they come. Okay, so it doesn't look like they've got any heavy weaponry. It's just a bunch of soldiers. Here we go. They're still rallying here. We're already taking them out. Okay, good. My soldiers are very strong. There we go. Okay, so this party is taken out. Let's just see what's happening over here.
It will be done.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, they're really making quick work of these guys.
At once. Right away. Right away.
Oh, there's a few more on this side. Oh my goodness. They did like a little sneak attack over here. And we're getting people that immigrate
At once.
while we're being raided. There we go. Okay, so I can send all my soldiers back. Let's see, where's these guys? Okay, all of you can go back. Alright, we took out 38 of the 42 raiders. Now let's check this out. Now we've got a very decent labor force, so I'm gonna maybe... Let's assign another person here for the clay. And another person here by the glass maker, and then I'll maybe do another two here by the deep sand mine. Okay, and I've got to transfer some of the gold over because we're using all of that now. Okay, that was actually a very weak raiding party. They only killed one of my villagers. So, you know, I think my defenses are pretty strong at this stage. I don't feel like there's any urgencies to add more soldiers. It's only going to cost me like residual fee that I've got to pay, so I'm going to leave my military as it is. I'm just going to wait then, like I say, also to go for the next year to do the excavation. Alrighty, but altogether, we are slowly but surely, we are getting some glass. Let me just see, where's the glass? Where's the glass? Okay, I know we are producing glass, but I don't see the glass. So somewhere one of my structures is using it. I'm not quite sure which one though. I want to look at getting that precipice building as well. So I want to try and squeeze it in somewhere. Well, I suppose I can place it over here. We only need another 2 bricks. So let's maybe place this. This is going to really help us save our food and ultimately just have more food available. So you can see there with all that fruit and with all our greens, if we can get the precipice to just place all of that in glass, then I think our food will just obviously last way longer and we'll have more food available for the people. They are taking really long to finish this temple. Now I want to see if I can fit a second deep mine over here. Oh yeah, there we go. So we can place a second one if we really want to. And I suppose I will place that one at a later stage. Let's just see what's happening here. Okay, so they're definitely using the sand. I'll just have to add more workers here because obviously the sand production is still too slow. Ah, there we go. Here's our first glassware. And of course we do need additional water, so let's see if we can place a well somewhere on this side. Okay, and we're producing paper, so once I've got a decent amount of bricks, I'll place my bookbinder. And we'll squeeze it in right over there. Here we go. So the temple is done. You can see you've got a couple of houses upgrading now, because our desirability has gone up quite a bit. And the next thing that I want to upgrade then is obviously the temple. And then we'll have a lot of these houses that will go up into the 90% desirability. Now, in order for us to get the mansions, we need 100% desirability. Okay, so we've got 2 relics here that's basically strengthening our military. That's why they're doing so good. Or they did so good against the bandits now. I want to look at the 3rd relic. I want to look for something that can benefit the town or my production. And we can only keep 3 relics in at a time, unfortunately. There's not a higher level for the temple. I suppose once you've got an academy, that will come with version 1, you might get an ability to get your temple to get like a 4th relic in, maybe. 4th priest with the 4th relic. Well, I'm hoping for it at least. Okay, we're gonna just move this down so that they can keep on collecting stone for us. I'm assigning this work camp to only collect stone. Oh no, that's not going to be necessary soon, because we'll have a deep stone mine over here, which is like perfectly placed. And we've got a deep coal mine as well. Now these structures are quite expensive, so that's why I'm not building all of them at the same time. Let's see here. Okay, they're really digging through our glass. There we go. We've got our pacifist building now. I'm going to maybe add 1 more worker over here. There we go. Right, so now with the preserves, we should be able, it should count as a 4th food type that we'll have available. And that will obviously increase our tax. And then I must decide to either get books or to get the luxury food. Let's just see here. If we upgrade this to the pastry shop, we need 25 glass and 50 bricks. It's not expensive to upgrade the bakery. You know, so maybe I can get a merchant that I can buy glass from. Hopefully. Okay, so let's check this out. We can sell furniture. Ooh, and we can sell weapons. Lovely. Okay, I'm definitely going to do this. We're going to get such good money from that. I think I'm going to just maybe sell the weapons. And then we can import bricks, which is fantastic because we're doing a lot of upgrades at the moment. Soldier upkeep cost is reduced by 20%. This is very nice, very tempting to get. But I'm going to first go and excavate those relics. And speaking of that, let's get the workers right into it. So let's just say excavate. And these soldiers I'm going to send out. So now you can see you're starting to get traders that's buying all the fancy equipment of mine. We can sell the Hoobergs, but it's such a terrible price, so I'm not going to sell that. This is very good. Get some very good gold from this. I'm going to go ahead and just sell even more, I think. All our soldiers are well equipped, so I'm not going to worry too much about keeping extra stock. I do want to purchase some tools. They are super expensive. Let's just do 10 tools. And then we can do plenty of bricks. I mean, that we can kind of go wild with this. Yeah. You know, there's one thing I want to say about Farthest Frontier is that I feel still needs balancing, and that is the tools. I mean, they go through tools so quickly, and tools takes forever to produce. So yeah, I don't know. I just feel that's something that needs to be balanced still. Let's maybe go for another 10, and then I'll purchase some additional bricks. Let's do it like so. And then this gold I'm going to transfer over to the town storage. And then we can look at upgrading a few extra buildings. So let's see here. I want to really get this glassware going, man. Okay, we've got enough labor force. So let's add another 2 workers here. And we'll add another worker here. Another 2. Let's do another 2 for the glassware. Right, so I've got all my workers coming now to excavate here. So hopefully we can get some good stuff by both of these or either one of them. Now when I get my next batch of immigrants, I'm going to add some crop fields here at the top. Because we're going to start digging into our flax now with the paper production that we're doing. Okay, so the bookbinder will be the next step, and we've got enough resources now to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and place that. I think it's very appropriate to place it right next to the school. We're at 53% now for the excavation. Let's see if we can trade some good stuff over here. Yeah, okay, so I suppose I can sell furniture if I want to, but I'm rather going to just sell the pottery. I'm going to also upgrade this well because now you can see this paper mill is requiring a lot of water. Oh my goodness. Only 1% left to go. And now all the workers are going back. Alright, here we go. Okay, so we've got some gold reserves if we need it. Okay, here comes the last 1%. Let's see what we get. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's like the worst one to have. Are there people that actually like that relic? To cause more raiders and stronger raiders to attack? Do people actually like that? Oh wow. Okay, well that's a nice surprise. It's actually 2 next to each other. We've got some time left for this year, so I'm gonna just let them go ahead and excavate the second one. This last one will have to leave for the next year, I suppose. Okay, I didn't expect to see another one there. Okay, good. Let's see what we can trade over here. So, there's nothing that I need from them. Although, I do need flour, looks like it. We can maybe just sell some shoes. Just gonna do that. Okay, now I want to see what's happening here with the wheat. Why have we got such little wheat? Okay, there's a whole bunch of wheat crops busy growing now.
Yes.
Our bookbinder is almost done here. And once we start producing books, I mean, this is going to make the people more happy here in the manors. We should get some really good tax money. And then I'll probably assign some more soldiers, I think. Alright, here all of them come. Okay, at least the glassware is picking up now. So we're getting some momentum between the sand and the glass production. And I'll just leave the 3 workers here for the precipice building. Now they're taking forever to build this structure. Okay, let's just see here. For the library, what do we need? 150 bricks, 1000 gold, 80 planks. Okay, we've got pretty much everything that we need, except for the bricks. Maybe I should just purchase some. It's quite pricey, but yeah, you know what? I suppose we can just buy it. Why not? There we go. Then we should be getting our library also finished very soon. Right, so our bookbinder is up and running. Want to just check how's my leather production going. Ah, there we go. Belts. I think what I need to do is upgrade some of these hunting cabins so that we can just get a better production. Where's all these deer hunting spots? Oh my goodness, here all of them are. So you know what we can do is we can move both of these. We can move towards this side. I'll keep this one. I'll keep him here. There we go. Right, so I think I'm gonna just go ahead and upgrade this hunting cabin over here. And then we can get a few extra wildlife that we can catch for the pelts. We're going to really start digging into those pelts now. Yeah, so you can see the tax is climbing there now. 53 residual gold that we're getting. Let's see how far they are here. 30. Oh, only at 30% now. Okay, so our desirability is looking a bit better. Obviously,
Yes.
I've got my soap works here and a few other things that also affects the desirability. I suppose we can move this. Why not? Oh man, we're getting raiders again.
At At once.
It's crazy they're attacking now, like back to back. I don't know how many are attacking here now, but I just hope I've got enough soldiers to take them on. Ah, they're coming for this excavation site. Oh, it's only a few guys. Yeah, we can take them out. Oh, there we go. It wasn't too bad. I'm gonna add maybe another 2 bookbinders. Okay, so once they're done with the sites, I'm gonna send my soldiers back, and then we're pretty much going to head into winter. Let's see. Okay, the desirability is still low. I think it's because of the tannery that's also here. See if we can move this. Oh, nice. Gilda's coin purse. Okay, nice. So this is gonna bring my soldiers upkeep down. Now that will come in handy. Okay, so the tannery. Let's just go ahead and place it over there. Okay, now I think when the tannery is moved, the desirability is gonna go up quite a bit for these houses. Yeah, oh, that's a big jump. Now we still got this compost yard, which I think I can actually move to the outside of this, of the city walls. Yeah, let's just move it there. And this will anyways open up some more space for us for extra production buildings if we need to build anything extra. Retreat to the garrison. Let's see what we do need next. I think I'm gonna go for the script. I'm gonna just set this up. Yeah, let's go for it. Okay, then I want to just move around and see wherever I can find additional stone. I'm gonna let the workers just mine that. Oh, we've got very little stone laying around the city. Okay, but this should do the trick. Now let's see. What else do we need? We do need the guild hall as well. Now the guild hall is kind of like a neutral building, really. And I suppose we can squeeze it in here, right next to the library. It's not a bad spot for it. So what we can do is we can move the precipice over here. Oh, it's just a small move. Okay, I'm gonna just build another road over here. Do like a double lane. Okay, good. We've got some preserves now. And that will count as an extra food source for the people. Let's just see. Yeah, so you can see some of these houses, they've got 4 different foods. So the preserves definitely counts. Now I just want to see for the bakery, we need that 50 bricks and 25 glassware. Okay, we're still short on the glass. But within the next year, I suppose we'll have everything that we need to upgrade the bakery. You see, some of these houses are upgrading now because I moved all of these bad production buildings. I've moved them away, so the desirability has gone up a lot. And this one's almost full. I think once this theater is upgraded, then we're going to have quite a few houses that's going to be in the 100% desirability. Which is great because then they will upgrade to mansions. And you can see with these extra houses that are upgraded now, we've pushed over the 500 population. Or capacity to have 500. So it's pretty amazing if you look at the space that I'm occupying. It's not a big space. But how many people we can squeeze inside of this space. Now, obviously what's nice about this type of build is that it's so much easier to protect it from the radius. Like, significantly easier. Alright, so let's see. For the guild hall. Oh wow. Okay, so we do need a lot of bricks. And we also need a lot of gold. So I'll keep that one on the back burner. Let's just build like a normal road. A dirt road through this side. I'll probably do like some sort of decorative item here at the back. But at this stage, there's nothing else really that we require in the city walls, any other production buildings. At least nothing that I can think of at this stage. We've got all our food production going. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So we've got everything that we need. The only other stuff that I will build are the deep mines. So we've got this deep stone mine that we'll have over here. The deep coal mine on that side. And then we'll only finish off with the deep clay mine. Right over there. And then we're pretty much sorted. So I'm going to just wait and see when we get the new traders coming in. If we can get somebody that's willing to sell us bricks. And I would like to buy glass as well. Okay, because it doesn't seem like we're keeping up with the glass production. I'm most likely going to have to place a second mine over here. Because even with this mine fully staffed, it's still not doing the job or still not getting enough resources. So I'll just do that. We're going to build a short road. And we're going to add another deep mine. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see what this trader has got for us. I'm hoping I can buy and sell quite a few things. So, okay, good stuff. The clothing can go first. I'm going to do a lot of that. I can buy clay, although not really as big of a priority. And then I can also sell the honey, which is fantastic. 500. Okay, that's all of it. We can even sell weapons. I still need to assign my one relic over here. Build us burst. There we go. Good. Okay, so you can see our residual money that we're getting in now, 59. It's really good. Okay, I think I will purchase some of the clay. Just see. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's just do this. Okay, just in order for me to get rid of all the stock. What else can I buy? I suppose we need some extra food. So let's do that. Let's buy a few extra crude weapons. Not that we need it, but I just want to try and sell as much of the stock as I can. Okay, I'll just leave it at that, and this gold we can move all over to the town storage so that we can finish this deep sand mine. We've still got enough workforce. Okay, so for the next trader that comes, I'm hoping that I can get that glass and the bricks. Oh man. Okay, no luck with that. So we can probably look at selling some soap. And let's sell some pottery. We still got one trader that will come on a later stage. What we can do is we can look at adding that extra crop field. Now I do know that the fertility is not good over here, but let's see, I want to do 6x8. I think I'm going to do it like that. I know the fertility is not good, but we've got 3 compost yards going, and we can just let a few clover fields grow to boost the fertility. And I think after 2 or 3 years the fertility should be relatively good in any case. So I'm not too worried about that. Okay, we're going to sell that. And the pottery. Okay, let's see what we need here. Yeah, okay, it's 50 bricks, 25 glass. Okay, so it's no gold actually. We're getting very close to the amount of bricks that we need, but the glass, like I say, that still seems to be a problem. Maybe once this mine is up, we'll get a better glass production also. Right, here comes the third trader. Third time lucky, as they say. Oh man. Okay, so we can only purchase sand, but we can't buy the glass, unfortunately. Okay, well, I think what I'm going to do is I can also sell the hoobucks if I really want to. Let's sell some of the weapons. I'll sell maybe 2 of these. Let's just write 2 here. And then I'll just purchase a bunch of sand. I think we can do that. The spices will help us with our income, but it's super expensive, so I'm not going to bother with that now. I'm hoping that when version 1 comes out, that you'll get some sort of technology at the academy that will allow you to get spice farms or something. Yeah, that would be good. Okay, right, so I'm going to just purchase a whole bunch of sand. Suppose we can do a little bit more. Here we go. And the rest I'm going to transfer to my town storage because we do need quite a bit of gold for some of these upgrades. Oh, we've got a fourth trader coming in. Oh, maybe we'll get our glass from this one. I think it also has to do with the size of your city, the amount of traders that come in, and also the type of traders that come in. But here we've got a fourth trader now, so I want to see what they've got for us. Ah, they only want to buy the bricks from me. I'm looking for one that sells. Okay, you know what? We can assign a few extra workers here by the glass maker. Let's just see, trader 3. Oh, we can sell some of our crossbows. Can get a decent amount of money for that, so let's just sell some of the crossbows, sell some candles. And yeah, I think then what I want to do is I want to purchase some pelts. And then I'll use the remainder of the money. I'll use that to just purchase even more sand. "14 immigrants. Fantastic. Okay. Well, this encourages me now just to fill up that glass maker. And to add just another 2 workers maybe here by the sand mine. And our crop fields are ready also on this side. Okay, good. So I need to really boost my grain production. And that's what we're going to do. Okay, right. So let's purchase. I think we might as well just buy everything. And then for the rest we can buy additional sand. Let's just buy as much as we can. There we go. Right, so let's see here. We've got 50 bricks now and the glass should be building up. I'll just fast forward this. Let's see if we can get that glass. Now the goat barns, we can upgrade it. Doesn't actually require that many resources. So what happens? Your items consumed. Additional workers. Okay, I don't think we have to upgrade the goat barns yet. Oh, look at all of our preserves. That's great. And we've got a lot of preserved vegetables. Nice. Okay, so that's looking very good. You can see our raw meat to smoked meat ratio. That's kind of like becoming imbalanced now. So I think we can look at maybe adding some extra smokehouses. Let's just place one there for now. I'll probably rearrange it again on a later stage. Okay, so here we can see the glass is definitely picking up now. We've got a very good sand production at this stage with the 2 sand mines. And we've got the glass that we need to upgrade the bakery. So I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade this right away so that we can start doing some pastries. Now in order to do the pastries, I believe we need eggs. We need the preserves, we need eggs, and then we also need flour. That's right. And we need flour additionally. So the wheat farms are gonna come in handy big time. Let's see. Oh, we need extra builders. Okay, I'm gonna just prioritize this bakery. Now what's nice when the bakery is upgraded to the pastry shop, that also does give a very good boost in desirability. So I want to actually see how much the desirability will increase. So this building right next to the bakery is at 97, so I'm gonna see if we can get it up to 100%. Yeah, I've got so many workers here working at the sand mine. We've got a temporary shelter here for them if there's any storms or anything they get caught in, then they can come here. We've still got space for another 30 villagers to move in, and a lot of these houses can still upgrade, so I think we'll probably end up with probably around about 600 if all of these houses are upgraded. We'll have a capacity for 600 people. Right, this is good. We've got a lot of wheat being harvested over here. Because like I said, I think in order to make these pastries, we need flour, preserves and eggs. So we've got a very good amount of the eggs and the preserves. Okay, but I like to see this. The glassware is finally picking up. Now, if you've got a good glass production going, you can sell the glass for a very good price. So that's something to also consider with your mid to late game. If you want to do that, is to just sell the glassware. So between the labor force and the worker force, or sorry, the labor force and the builder force, yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. Alright, so we've got a bakery now that's upgraded to the pastry shop. Looks very cool, must say. At this stage, it's probably the coolest looking building. And let's see, right, there we go. So this house desirability went up with 4%. From 97 to 101, and these others are very high in the 90s. I think when the theaters is upgraded, we're gonna probably have a few houses in the hundreds. There's another one on 99. Okay, so that's looking good. But in any case, guys, that's it from me for this episode, and then also for the series. I am going to probably do a new playthrough, as we should be expecting the playtest for the version 1.0. So I'm going to just wait and see if we do get the playtest that's going to come out next week. Then I'll definitely start a new series. And there's so many things we're going to have to check out. You've got to keep in mind that there's a lot of stuff that will probably be broken. Not be 100% how it should be. But still, I'm very excited to see what we're going to get. Thank you everybody so much for joining in, and if you're new to the channel, please do remember to subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Also press the like button, and then I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
In a game of adventure and strategy, we make our mark. That's the game of building kingdoms from the dark. Together we rise, we conquer.